Hi, I'm Dr. Deanne Rudden. I'm a doctor of audiology, and I've spent nearly 3 decades helping people navigate tinnitus, hearing loss, sound sensitivity, and the very real ways sound affects the brain and nervous system. When I read the recent Denver Post article about Denver International Airport rolling out a quiet airport policy, my reaction was simple. This is long overdue, and it matters far more than people realize. When we talk about airport noise as an inconvenience, but medically, noise is a stressor. Sustained or unpredictable sound, especially loud, overlapping announcements, activates the body's stress response. Your heart rate increases, cortisol increases, speech, conversational understanding goes down, but stress goes up. So people with hearing loss, tinnitus, sound sensitivity, anxiety, PTSD, and other types of processing difficulties, airports can be neurologically overwhelming very quickly. And yes, even for people with normal hearing. Now, the article mentions announcements approaching 90 to 100 decibels. Let me put that in perspective for you. So that's in the range of power tools. And prolonged exposure at those levels can contribute to temporary and even permanent auditory damage. It also makes speech harder, not easier, to understand what's being said. So louder is not clearer. In fact, it's often the opposite of that. What DIA is doing, though, is thoughtful and it's evidence based, limiting concourse wide announcements, encouraging app based and text communications, monitoring that ambient noise with frequency and duration of sound, addressing mechanical and environmental noise, not just voices. Now, this isn't about creating a library, it's about creating intelligibility, predictability, and nervous system sound safety. As an audiologist, I can tell you that clear, brief, localized communication is better than loud, global announcements. Now, I hear this a lot. Airports are supposed to be loud, but we used to say the same thing about factory floors, concerts without ear protection, leaf blowers in your neighborhood. Public health evolves when we understand risk better. Noise pollution is no different from light pollution or air pollution. Just because we've tolerated it doesn't mean it's harmless. A quieter airport doesn't just serve sensitive people, it helps families traveling with children, older adults processing speech and noise, business travelers trying to work, airline staff exposed to noise all day. People are already stressed by delays, crowds, and uncertainty. So, in other words, it impacts everyone. I applaud DIA for recognizing that sound is a part of the passenger experience and also a part of public health. As someone who helps patients learning to live with hearing challenges, I can say this confidently. Reducing unnecessary noise doesn't remove the character of travel. It restores clarity, calm, connection, and honestly, flying is stressful enough. We don't need the soundtrack turned up. This policy is a step towards more humane, brain friendly travel experiences. And I hope that other airports are paying attention. Because when we design spaces that respect how humans hear and process sound, we'll all arrive in better shape.